Okay, hey guys, this is the Stompy deck that I'm going to be playing a handful of matches with. Pretty straightforward. There are 20 forests. Doesn't get easier than that. 2 Treetop Village. Treetop Village is a card that I have mixed feelings about in the deck. When it's good, it's very good. When it's not, it's very not. Coming into play tapped is a bit of a hindrance, but I think it's worth playing for now at least. And then onto the one drops, we have Dryad Militant, which is great right now with all the Treasure Cruise nonsense running around. Every card that doesn't go to their yard is another mana that they have to pay for the spell. And pushing that back several turns just gives us more time to turn our guys sideways, which is absolutely our plan. Vines of the Basswood, also an all-star in this deck. It protects your creatures, and it's a pump spell. It doesn't get better than that. And of course, there's Rancor, an old school classic. It comes back to your hand. It adds 2 power. I mean, what more do you need to say? Rancor has been around forever, and it's been like a staple of the green Stompy decks in all formats for a long time, and with very good reason. I love old school cards and art, so that is why I have the old border. Prey Upon. It's a decent removal spell for the deck. It's not the greatest. Oops, sorry. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. It gets the job done. Preferably, I'd like a second Dismember, but I can't pick one up right this second. So I will play with 3. Otherwise, I'd like a 2-2 split. Experiment 1 is incredible. He grows fast, and his regeneration doesn't come up often, but it is relevant. So definitely a good addition to the deck. And I have a 1 of Aspect of Hydra. Sometimes this card is worse than Giant Growth. Sometimes it's way, way better. When it is better, it's so much better that it's worth playing instead of just Giant Growth. As you can see, there's a lot of green mana symbols in the deck, and you can easily, get +5, +8. It can happen. So it's a good card. Everyone knows and loves Scavenging Ooze. Helps beat back Tarmogoyf, helps beat back any other graveyard strategies, works on the Treasure Cruise. It's good. Crows and Tusker is just a solid beater for 3 for 2. Strungrugeist is amazing. Somebody having to use 2 lightning bolts to get rid of them is just great, and the haste is extremely relevant. So, instant 4 of. Over to the 3 drops, we have Leatherback Baloth, 4/5 for 3. Good card. The bow I put in once the Delver decks started running around because it can. Ooh, I'm all over the place. Because it can gain you some life, which is relevant, and it can also shoot down Delvers after they flip. And the Death Touch is good too. I've only had it in play a few times, and I haven't activated it yet. But it's something I'm testing, and I have high hopes for it. I think it's going to be all right. Dismember, modern staple, -5/-5, good card. I do not have Thruns right now, but I think I'm pretty happy with the 2 Wiltleaf Liege. They make Dryad Militant huge, and they give everything else +1/+1, which is just fine. I mean, you want to be playing guys and turning them sideways in this deck. That's your whole plan, and he helps that plan in spades. Plus, I really love the artwork. So, he's a good card. I've had no complaints with him. And also, sometimes, you don't even see 4 mana all that often. There's a lot of games where you'll be playing with, 3 mana. 2 is a struggle, but getting to 4 and being able to tap 4 to play a creature without leaving up something like one of your cards over here, it doesn't happen a whole ton, which is why there's only 2. Our curve really, for the most part, tops out at 3, and curving out is what you want to be doing. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, into the red. Quick look at the sideboard here. We got Chokes for obvious reasons. Creeping Corrosion for the Affinity match. Obstinate Baloth for any of the discard decks or Liliana. He's just amazing against Liliana. Just incredible. I have an Aspect of Hydra in here, which really should be another Deglammer. I do need to do that. Deglammer, he comes in against a lot of things. Great against Twin, and it also is an all-star against Wormcoil Engine, because it doesn't kill it and they don't get the tokens. You just send the Wormcoil Engine back into their deck. Because otherwise that card is a huge problem for us. We have no reasonable way to get rid of it. And then over here we have Skylasher. I'm not sure how I feel about him yet. He hasn't done a whole lot of good. But, I mean, on paper he looks amazing. He can't be countered. He's got Pro Blue. He stops Delvers. He stops a lot of things in the air. He's got Flash, so you can surprise people with it. He's a good card. I'm waiting to really see him hit his stride. So that's the deck. I'm just going to keep playing a bunch of matches, and I'll keep posting them. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't. And thanks. See you guys in the games.